Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Saturn Slam review for Great Balls of Fire.
2017.
Both
Oh yeah.
goodness and gracious are these great balls. I'm glad they got that for the song, though, because otherwise, what was this all for?
Right. It was just a boondoggle.
Yeah. This actually, despite the name, looks like it's going to be a pretty solid pay-per-view. We were just talking, like, Vince probably took a hit off of Roman's jockstrap and was like, what if we make a pay-per-view called Great Balls of Fire and make it the most must-see thing in the universe?
And here it is.
And here it is. We got an 8-match card that looks pretty appealing here. So kicking off the pre-show here, we have Neville versus Akira Tozawa with Titus O'Neil for some reason for the Cruiserweight Championship. He's doing his Titus brand thing. I don't really care. Austin Aries is gone from the WWE, so they need new people for Neville. This should be at least a good match if they give it any sort of time. It's on the pre-show, though, so chances are I might not see it.
This is a pre-show I will definitely catch, though.
Yeah, I mean, we'll give it. Well, I'll see. We'll see.
Just whenever.
I don't think that they're gonna take the title off Neville here. I mean, they might give it to. I don't know who they're gonna beat Neville with. It doesn't. I can't see who it is right now.
There's no one. He's just gonna be there forever.
Yeah, maybe Mustafa Ali. A little ways down the list. Cedric Alexander actually probably would be a good choice there. And if they ever decide that they want to use Grand Metalik for anything, he's not a bad choice either.
Bring him out just whenever you feel like it or not. Bring him out.
Yeah,
do it.
They just have him stuck in like main event purgatory. I don't even know where to watch main event. I assume it's on the network somewhere, but I can't be sure.
It's in the corner. Little box with scribbled main event on it.
Yeah. Fucking, I don't know. So I'm going to go in reverse order of how the cards listed here on Wikipedia because I don't think they're going to kick off with Lesnar and Joe. Call it a hunch.
Either.
So we have Cesaro and Sheamus and the Hardy Boys in a tag title match that's a 30-minute Iron Man match. I don't think I've ever seen a tag team Iron Man match. I probably have, but just don't remember it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, like I said, any sentence that includes the word Cesaro and 30 minutes in it makes me happy. So.
Yeah, as Kurt said before this, it's going to be the Cesaro show featuring the Hardy Boys and Sheamus.
Yeah, so it's going to be a showcase. I'm honestly not sure who to pick here, because, I mean, on one hand, they just gave the belts to Cesaro and Sheamus. It would be dumb to take the belts off of them. On the other hand, something being dumb has never stopped the WWE from doing it before. See your current WWE champion.
Right. And it's probably as we get closer to SummerSlam, the frequency of stupidity will rise until it gets to a head there. Yeah. So
if last year's SummerSlam is any indication,
everything's just gonna go stupid. So my money's on the Hardy Boys.
Yeah, but then where do you go? I mean, rematch, obviously, where you go from there. But
seven series of 7 rematch, and then you get Cesaro and Sheamus and the Hardy Boys on a super team.
They create a quads title. Just these 4-man teams. Yeah. Don't give them any ideas, Peter. They'll take them. Yeah, I'm going to go with Cesaro and Sheamus here because they have fresher matchups, of course. But who do you have in the tag division on Raw anymore? You've got Gallows and Anderson, who you've done nothing with for so long, unfortunately. I mean, I wouldn't mind if they just thrust them back into the mix. No explanation.
Right.
You have Heath Slater and Rhino maybe. Or you could do Heath and Bo because they're in Miz's entourage. Like, these aren't real contenders.
No.
You broke up Enzo and Cass, so you don't have them anymore. You've got the Revival. Oh, you've got the Revival. And they're heels.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe if you beat the Hardy Boys, if the Hardy Boys win here, and then they can do a program with the Revival for SummerSlam. But that all seems so sudden. I would keep the belts on. Here's what I do. I'd keep the belts on Cesaro and Sheamus. So I'm going to pick them, and then
Okay.
you add the Revival in and do a tag team triple threat match at SummerSlam with
Ooh, I like how that sounds.
Sheamus and Cesaro, the Hardys, and the Revival.
That sounds flashy enough that it'll fit like right in.
Yeah, it's big names. They like to do their multi-team tags at SummerSlam. I think the past 4 have had some sort of multi-team tag on them. Yeah, that would work out well. We've seen the Revival in that setting do amazing things. And same Sheamus and Cesaro and the Hardy Boys are no stranger to tag matches, so I'm sure that'll work out fine. So I'm gonna go with that and hope that that's where they go down.
Okay.
And then we have The Miz with his entourage consisting of Maurice, Bo Dallas, and Curtis Axel. Not Heath Slater yet. Okay, I misread that. I thought he was in there. So Miz and the Job Squad versus Dean Ambrose for the IC title. I gotta think Miz wins here through shenanigans. That's why they have so many people at ringside with him. Dean needs to move on to something else. Both of these guys need to move on to something else.
Yeah, this is...
The problem, though, is they firmly position the IC title as the mid-card belt. But you have all these top guys with nothing to do because the Universal Champion only wrestles 5 times a year. So...
Right.
I don't know what you do. I say push him to the main event scene, or at least give him a higher profile program. But it's pretty clogged up there because the belt is held hostage by a guy who shows up, every blue moon.
Yeah, they top loaded it too much. Now you're stuck at this. So yeah, I don't know. I have to agree with you on this. I don't know. I haven't seen Dean Ambrose in a match in a while. I don't think. What was the last pay-per-view he was on?
The one before Money Extreme Rules. He and
Okay,
probably had the best match on that show. Well, actually, no, the main event was the best match on that show, but they had the second best match on that show.
Mm-hmm. How similar do you think this match is going to be? Because we've seen like same match syndrome for larger build matches.
I mean, it's going to be a lot of the same stuff, I'm sure. I was actually surprised they did mostly a straight up wrestling match. Well, Miz did his cheating shenanigans, but it wasn't so much outside interference. I think this is going to have more outside interference in it. Miz is going to retain the title, but I think Dean probably wins by DQ.
Yeah, that sounds like a way to do it. Because I'd root for Dean, but yeah, it's got to be with Miz.
Yeah, if you put the title back on Dean, that's fine. But Miz has been the better IC title because they feel like they can do things with him. When Dean has the title, he just has the title, and they don't give him any matches.
Right?
It's like, oh, Dean's a bad champion. It's like if they let him wrestle, I'm sure he'd be a fine champion. But they don't do anything with him. They just stick a belt on him and be like, oh yeah, maybe we should book Dean today because he's got the IC belt. Nah, mañana.
Just let him be crazy for a little while.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think this should be the blow off here. I mean, but doing a blow off with a fuck finish is never a good idea. So there's a chance this extends the SummerSlam in some sort of gimmick match. But Miz is getting too close to Jericho's IC title record for my liking, and I don't.
Yeah.
I can't accept the Miz holding the record for most IC titles, so maybe not hot potatoing the belt is a good idea. Because he has 7 now.
Agree with that.
And Jericho's record is 9.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're gonna.
Close. I mean, he's probably going to get there, whether I like it or not.
But they're gonna drag it out.
Yeah. If they even remember, they might be like, "Oh shit, that's right. The next one's 9, and that's Jericho's record."
Jericho's gonna call him up and be like, "You do know that you guys passed it a little while ago. We're coming up on it."
Yeah. Fucking ridiculous. Next up, we have Enzo Amore versus Big Cass. They turned Cass heel in an angle that surprised no one. As soon as it started, everyone knew that's where it was going, and sure enough, it went there.
Yep.
There was zero reason for Enzo to win this match.
Oh no, none at all. I was definitely Big Cass.
It's not believable for Enzo to win. Cass just turned heel, and they need to get heat for the angle. If it is babyface sympathy for Enzo, and then you know what this is going to lead to though. It's going to be Big Cass versus the Big Show.
Versus Big. Oh.
Because Enzo teamed with the Big Show during the little who attacked who angle. So I'm sure that Big Show is going to step in at some point, and it's going to be the Big Cass versus the Big Show.
Right. Is the Andre the Giant match WrestleMania or SummerSlam? I forget.
It's WrestleMania.
Okay, never mind then. I was going to be like, well, that would be a time to do it. But okay.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Big versus big. It's going to be a big match.
Yeah. Big match on the SummerSlam pre-show. It's funny because it's going to happen. So yeah, we both got Big Cass here, no surprise. Seth Rollins versus Bray Wyatt in a match between two people who desperately need to win, but only one of them can.
Tension.
And when that happens, you can always bet that the Eater of Pins, Bray Wyatt, is going to be counting the lights here. I hate to say it, the match will be good, but
yeah.
I feel
Bray Wyatt's going to bring it because that's what he does. But of course, Seth Rollins, he's got a movie to promote.
Yes, that's true. He's got a movie coming up, so he needs the win to. He's just starting to catch a good wave of momentum as a babyface. Fans are starting to get back into him again. So you can't cut the legs out from under him here. I don't know what their plan with Bray Wyatt long term is. Because right now,
no, they dropped it as soon as they had him for Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Just.
And the title rematch that wasn't a title rematch, but also a House of Horrors match with Jinder Mahal interference, and now Jinder Mahal's WWE champion.
No, they had a nice game of golf. They were going for birdie. The first shot got it onto the green, and it was right by the hole. But they said, "Screw it, we'll stick with the driver for this next shot."
They just, fucking six-putted around the hole and ended up with a snowman. It's heartbreaking, man. It really is. I'm at a point now, so this is how I watch WWE these days. I watch NXT every week, and I watch the pay-per-views. Because I just don't pay attention to the bad booking and writing week to week on Raw and SmackDown. I just enjoy the matches on pay-per-view and watch NXT where the booking makes sense.
It's a solid plan.
I
assume you're not been missing out on much.
Yeah. So I've got Seth on this one.
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss versus Sasha Banks for the Raw Women's Championship. I guess they realized that Sasha Banks is still alive.
They drug her out. Yep.
They took her out of wherever hole they stashed her in. Bliss is going to retain here, I would think. Unless, is this Alexa Bliss's hometown? Let's see where the pay-per-view's in. Because they got to get heat. They got to get heat on the hometown. They don't ever think about how to get a babyface over. They just think about how to get heat. It's easy to get heat. The challenge is to get someone over. Do you think Steve Austin would have been as over as he was if the only thing they worried about was how they were going to get heat on Austin?
No, not even close.
Absolutely not. Sponsored by Rocket League. The Jerry Lee Lewis.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, that's. I didn't think it was the Jerry Lee Lewis Arena. American Airlines Center in Dallas. Okay. Alexa, I believe, is from Columbus, Ohio. So, no hometown heat there. So, I'm going to stick with Alexa here. I'm sure this is the SummerSlam match, or probably they're going to throw everyone in the SummerSlam match. Do one of those 6 women nonsensical bullshits.
6-woman slip and slide match. I don't know. They're gonna bring back the Punjabi as a 6-way match.
I think that match either is happening this week on SmackDown or next week on SmackDown or on the July SmackDown pay-per-view, but it's been confirmed that they're bringing back the Punjabi prison for Randy Orton versus Jinder Mahal, which will be better than any of the previous Punjabi prison matches. Just by the very nature that the two participants are not giants.
Yeah, they can actually move at a higher ambulatory speed than stomp.
But the match design is still just so dumb. Because the build of the match is like them trying to fit through doors.
Yeah.
And when all the doors are closed, then they gotta get out of the second cage. And there's very little actual wrestling that happens in a Punjabi prison match.
Right. And what wrestling does happen, it's all obscured by the ridiculous setup.
Yeah, this stupid fucking double cage that's just A+ visibility. So anyway, I say Alexa Bliss retains the championship in what should be a fairly good match. Now we're at the shit people are paying to see. Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman in an ambulance match. Now this is interesting because you could do something here that will make WrestleMania's outlook a little happier, but at the cost of some short-term booking here. You could do...
That's a risky play.
You could say, fuck waiting till WrestleMania. Let's do Roman and Brock at SummerSlam. You can have Brock retain the title here, and Roman go over Braun here, and then do the match at SummerSlam and figure the rest out later.
Right.
Or you can have Braun go over here and do Lesnar and Strowman at SummerSlam, which I think I'd prefer, honestly, to see at SummerSlam, but I would also prefer them not spending the rest of the year building up another fucking WrestleMania coronation for Roman Reigns.
Oh, but then they get to relive the magic all over again. And then,
that'd be what, 4 fucking WrestleManias in a row? 31, which they bailed on. 32, which they went through with, in one of the most boring matches I've ever seen. 33, in one of the saddest matches I've ever seen.
And now in this one,
they blew through that, and then now 34. They're gonna.
I mean, they got the turkey. They gotta go for a 6-pack.
Where else do you go with Roman Reigns though? You've already pushed him as hard as you can push a guy. He's main evented 4 straight WrestleManias. If you
underestimate the power of the Vince.
Yeah, but he's already, if he wins the title from Brock, that'll make him a 4-time WWE champion. And he's main evented 4 WrestleManias. Even Cena's push wasn't this extreme.
I
don't know. This is a tough one to call. Braun just came back though, and I still think in my heart of hearts they're gonna wait till WrestleMania to do Roman and Brock. So I think Braun wins here, and he's the SummerSlam guy for Lesnar. So I guess his injury was good timing because I think they were gonna do Lesnar and Braun at Great Balls of Fire, which would have been a month too early. And because of his injury, we get Samoa Joe versus Brock Lesnar, which we're obviously happy about as well. So it's never a good thing when someone gets injured, but as far as how the dominoes fell because of it, it's not the worst thing either. Go away, Tom's Hardware. I'm going to go with Braun. I'm going to stick with my gut because he's not done with Roman yet. And he's going to beat him up some more.
Yay.
So that leads us to the main event, which is Brock Lesnar versus Samoa Joe in a match that should be a WrestleMania match, to be perfectly honest. That's being given away on a B pay-per-view in a one-match blow-off.
Yeah.
Because, Joe's not wrestling for the title at SummerSlam again.
Yeah.
As frustrating as it is that they're just like half-assing what could be a really money feud, it could be good for Joe if they have a competitive match where he has a good showing, like a Goldberg level showing. Well, maybe not a Goldberg where he makes Brock look like a bitch, but they've done a great job making him look legit. Like on Raw last week, he fucking or the week before last, I think he got Brock in the clutch and like choked him out, and like they actually they let Joe
Wow.
get one over on Brock on TV, which means he's not winning because it's all on television. Classic WWE trope there. Or they could surprise everyone and have Joe grab the title. But you know what they should do though? Oh shit! I think I just figured out their long-term booking plan.
Oh, did you crack the code? Did you crack the matrix?
Of course, long-term booking in WWE are oxymoronic, so this probably isn't their plan, but they might go with this after if they ever catch one of this. So I think
Lay the conspiracy on me.
Brock beats Joe here. Joe has a good showing. His stock's high. He goes on to do something else. Braun beats Roman in the ambulance match. Brock versus Strowman at SummerSlam. Strowman beats Brock, so they have the Universal title to work with moving forward, and it's a big surprise to everyone. Makes Braun seem like a legit guy.
Yeah.
And then a couple pay-per-views down the road, because they're still feuding, Roman Reigns comes in and slays the beast of Braun Strowman. And then Survivor Series or Royal Rumble, Brock comes back from whatever Canadian ditch he's dug himself in this time. And that's how you get to the WrestleMania match.
Did it.
Roman goes in as champion, I think, and then defends the title.
You twisted that Rubik's Cube, man. I like the way it sounds. It's just a matter of
I don't like the way it sounds necessarily because of like what's actually happening.
Yeah, but you never know, because I feel like that could be their plan right now. But as things shake out, of course, it's gonna
shit happens. Yeah, obviously. But WrestleMania and SummerSlam are like the only two pay-per-views they even think about booking more than a week in advance. And so like that might be the plan now, and see if it gets there. Injuries happen, things happen. They might change their mind and be like, maybe we don't have Roman main event his fourth straight WrestleMania. Maybe they think the better of it. But I think Brock beats Joe here in a good match. I don't know, maybe 18 minutes.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I swear to fucking Christ, if they do the normal fucking Brock Lesnar glorified squash match in the main event of a pay-per-view, I'll be done with Raw.
Yeah.
That'll just be it. We'll be done.
Over Samoa Joe.
Yeah, like this is like the most legit challenger that you could put against, like, from a look standpoint. Like, Joe looks like he could be a fighter. Like, he looks like a guy who could kick your ass. He looks physically similar to Brock size-wise. Like, and he has the MMA background. He carries himself. He's got that badass swagger. This is the guy that if you were going to beat Brock with, that you would do it. If you're going to beat Brock, he'd be my pick to do it. And then you have him wrestle other people and more than 5 times a year.
Yeah. So
if they
we'll see.
Squash him, I'm going to be really fucking upset about it. If they do the fucking Dean Ambrose 13 minutes extended squash match from WrestleMania 32, where it's just 13 suplexes and an F5 that he doesn't get the kick out of. Roman got fucking 3 F5s, but we can't give Dean 1.
Nah.
Yeah. So if that happens, I'll be very upset.
Drink our sorrows away.
Yeah. Returning to the Mac, we'll give the rundown of the card here. So we have Neville over to Zawa in the Cruiserweight match. Peter's got the Hardy Boys. I've got Sheamus and Cesaro. I think we both have The Miz.
Yep.
We both have Big Cass. We both have Seth. We both have Alexa. I'm going with Braun in the ambulance match.
Yeah, I'm going with Braun.
Okay, and then Lesnar in the title match. So that's going to be Great Balls of Fire coming at you tomorrow, 8 or 9 Eastern, 8 Eastern, I think is when these things start. So we'll watch that. And we'll have a review shortly afterwards. So we'll see you all then.
Peace out.